All right. Hi, Striker.
Baby's back. Hey, so our boy, I love Dr. Rand. If you guys don't know Dr. Rand, I'm going to have him on the podcast here in a couple weeks. That being said,
Our handsome doctor.
Easy. Jeez Louise. Wow.
What?
Wow.
He's handsome.
I said he was handsome. Now you're copying me. He's a charmer, though. He's a bright cat. So that being said, I saw something, and I think the answer was his answer is, why would you be natural? And so my response to that would be, well, you want to compete in your 20s or teens or maybe in your 30s is why you would probably be natural. Was the first takeaway, because his point of view is, why would you be natural when you could set PRs later in life? You know, you could match your 20-year-old self and 30-year-old self. And I agree with that in the sense that if you cash in that golden ticket later in life, then you can do that. And so if you jump on it as a teenager or in your 20s,
Sorry, she's eating it.
now she's eating it.
Come here, guys.
Striker's over here eating her bacon. But if you jump on it early, when you're already growing, when you already got the ability to build muscle, when you got the ability to get stronger, and you've got your youth with you, I would say don't touch anything. And I've always said that, and you guys know that. And I've said that since the start of my magazine career and lifting, and that's why I did both non-drug tested and drug tested shows. Because I wanted to compete, I wanted to tussle, but I also wanted, I could do it natural shows because I was natural. And I could do the drug shows because you can do it natural and you can beat them natural. And so that's why I liked it as a young kid and stuff. And so for you guys out there that hear somebody say, well, why would you do it? I would do it as a youngster. Make sure that you kids think like I said. And when I said kids, anybody under 50 is kids to me. Anybody under 54. Actually, Billy Gunn, I call kid. He's 60. Clark, I call kid. And Pumpkin and Sugar Tits. But that being said, everybody's kids. And so when I reference back to kids, I'm talking about me, that young 20-year-old winning the universe, you know, that 21 dominating powerlifting, bodybuilding, martial arts, the magazines. So that's who I'm talking to, is like, good job, kid. Way to make a decision and stay true to it. And that's the greatest thing. I think one of my early years benefited me because I didn't. And again, healthy joints and so on as you go through life. So for you guys, I just wanted to get on there and say, Dr. Rand made a great point, because for you guys that are all out there trying to decide at 35, 40, hey, you're deteriorating, you're going backwards. Now, listen to this. You're going backwards because you're not working out. You're going backwards because you're not eating right. I do need to put that in there, because a lot of you are going backwards because you bypass that. You have to put in effort. You don't get to just go over to transcend and jump on the stuff and then you become a monster. You look like the Rock. It doesn't work that way. And that's why I'll continuously say that, is that nutrition's number one, recovery's two, supplementation and training is at that level below those things. So keep that in mind when you jump on over to Transcend and say, hey, it is time for me to make sure my body is still healthy, and cash that ticket in. I would say that's what I'm going to start saying, that is, you're cashing the ticket in later when you're done competing, you're done doing that, you're done caring about what people think, and you go, hey, you know what? I want to stay healthy, and I want to stay healthy for a longer period of time, or I want to get that youth back. Then jump on over to Transcend, use my link, and start that process. At least get the blood work done, at least talk to the doctor and find out, is that something that's feasible? Are you capable of doing it? Because this is one thing I'm going to be talking to Stan Efferton about this week is blood pressure. Because a lot of people that I've sent over there can't do it, because it's not because they're not working out, and it's not because they're not eating right. It's just their high blood pressure. And a lot of people, I'm discovering, if they do medication for blood pressure, they get tanked. They don't like it. And there's a lot of hiccups that they're finding happen. And so let's see what Stan has to say about that later this week on the Mike O'Hearn show, about that and what is the possibilities of getting that blood pressure in control. And then for everything else that venture into the TRT and trying to grab your youth again, maybe that's there for you and that's something you can do. But again, it's not for you kids unless there's something going on. And again, like I've always said, we're not equal. Nobody's born the same. So again, don't believe that hype. And if you are in your 20s and you're freaking overweight and you're not eating right and you're not training and there's issues with your body, get your blood work done for a different reason. Get your blood work done to find out and your baseline. Where are you? What's going on? And then start taking care of your health. Because it goes right back to just what your daily habits are. So I definitely just wanted to jump on today because I just watched Rand talking about that. And his point is, it's great because his point, remember this, his point was, why would you want to be natural? And so my take was, well, for you youngsters to hear that, I want you to understand that, listen to him and what he's actually talking about throughout the whole podcast. I don't want you guys to just hear one aspect of it and go, oh, I can do it. No, it's not like that. And it's not like that with your other influencers as well. The influencers that are saying, oh, everybody should be on it. Again, that's not the case, guys. Go for it, Mo.
Are we live on all platforms?
No, we are not. This is a lockdown YouTube that I'm going to put out on my TRT Adventures of TRT, because I wanted to talk about, first of all, how intelligent
Also,
Dr. Rand is with this stuff.
But also, let's not forget, it's also important for women, because I always think, women just bypass you when you talk about it because they think men when it comes to TRT and all that stuff.
100%.
And for us women, when it comes to the hormonal situation, we definitely, after hitting 35,
well, see, that's the thing. You're saying, when that menopause happens, they automatically put you on stuff. That's just like, that's not even, which is like interesting because you got to think back to the guys. Then why do the guys have a moment where it's men's menopause in a sense, and where it's like, okay, automatically you need to be on something. Because I know us 50-year-old guys are on, it's every time I talk to a guy similar to my age and stuff, it's like, holy sheesh, you're on like 10 different medications. So there is a similarity.
Yeah, 100%.
But women get at that stage something where the men just get medication.
Exactly.
Where they're both medication, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, for women, really important too. Whatever Mike says, just take that and apply if you're a woman, because it's absolutely, and it's not only TRT. I mean, the daily supplementation, the vitamins, the daily vitamins that we got off, and we're going to talk about that in another video, that actually did move our numbers like this boring food. Yeah, Mike.
Hopefully you heard the beginning of the show, but this is her on the 30-day blitz. How much protein here?
8 ounces of fish, the cud.
The cud.
The cud. From
White. Is that 8 ounces?
Yeah, well, I ate some already. I'm so hungry. Don't you see? I mean, they see me eating.
I would do 12 ounces for you.
No, seriously?
Yeah, I'd do 12 ounces for you.
12 ounces of fish, cream of rice, a shitload of freaking sodium so it could go down easy, and my Crystal Light. You see, this helps because
You're getting it all in today. You're getting it all in today.
I am. I'm serious about this.
That's it. That's all I wanted to give you guys today. Just a little something for you guys to jump on there. Again, we're going to be getting Stan on for about high blood pressure. So if you guys have issues with that, and I don't mean just you, I mean like your parents, your friends. So this whole venture that Mona and I are on, I think there's somebody in your family that should be hearing this. So my recommendation is maybe this isn't for you, and this is going to go over your head, but for somebody in your family, they should be listening to this and understanding to get that health and maybe even
Somebody
get their
that you
youth
know,
back.
a friend, family, whatever, somebody that you know.
So just recommend it.
Mhm.
Send over a link from this page to them so they subscribe, and especially to these discussions
You
about
see a
the
nose
adventures
over
of.
here?
I do see that. Look at the nose coming in. The TRT adventure as we continue forward into Mona's closing in on her 50s, and I'm closing in on the 60s. So let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's keep crushing it. Let's keep setting those PRs, and let's keep making the snowflakes mad. That's part of this fun, man. It really
It
is.
doesn't take too much.
It doesn't take too much. They cry about everything.
They're very pissed and they didn't
All right.
even say anything.
Go enjoy.
Peace
Have a
out,
great day.
guys.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace. Yeah.